I'm going to try and convince you of one simple idea. It's simple, but it's not easy. This all kind of emerged from my time spent journaling, writing in my journal. A lot of stuff starts bubbling up. And the reason why I started this channel, the reason why I'm pursuing a journaling habit in general, is because of this main idea that I'm going to try and convince you of right now, which is this: you don't need to be fixed. Self-improvement content is everywhere. We're constantly told we need more discipline, we need clearer goals, we need to achieve those goals, we need better habits, we need more money. If you adopt this morning routine, you're gonna be even better. You're gonna fix this part of yourself that's so broken. And basically what all of this sums up to is this idea that you are not enough. You need to be fixed. You need to be better. And the moment you fix yourself, the moment you fix all these problems in your life, is the moment you will be good enough. But my question to that is, for who? Good enough for who? Good enough for what? What are we striving for and towards? And you might be a recovering insecure overachiever, which I very much am. You can find yourself getting to the point to where you're doing all the right things. You're working out, you're not drinking, you have an awesome morning routine, your finances are somewhat in order, you're not a total disaster in all these ways that maybe previous versions of yourself thought, I need to fix all these things. And you finally fix all these things and you're still anxious. You're still a mess. You still are looking for more ways to fix yourself. And the instinct is just to dig deeper, try harder, do more, save more, work harder, find better routines, find better habits, read more books, have a better diet, give me all the things that I could be better, tweak a little bit, 1% better here, 1% better there. You hear this language online all the time. And to what end? When will this be enough? When will I finally be okay with myself? When will I actually accept me? That is the poisonous idea we are all fighting against online. The more of these boxes I've checked in my life, and I still find that I don't have internal peace, I don't feel like I'm fixed myself, I don't feel like I've reached this imaginary finish line that was always in my head in a previous version of myself that thought, when you just do blank, you'll be better, you'll be good, you'll be fixed. And what has become abundantly clear to me is that there is no fixing what you're not going to look at. And truthfully, we all start from the place of improving ourselves. But what I'm here to argue is that understanding yourself is much more important than improving yourself. And what does that mean? It means we are looking at the reasons why, deep down, internally, why do we want to fix ourselves? And it's odd because when you understand why you want to fix yourself, a lot of times you'll come to a very different conclusion on what improvement actually means. Self-improvement looks totally different when you start from a place of self-understanding. The problem with our modern times is we start from improvement culture. We're trying to self-improve ourselves into a version of ourselves that we like or accept. But the problem is you'll never reach that imaginary place because you've never understood what's going on underneath in the first place. A couple examples might be impulse eating. If you have an issue with eating impulsively, to just get on Instagram or YouTube and look at diet culture and fitness culture and just say, I need to be more like these people online to improve this problem in my life. Let me just push, self-improve. I'm not good enough. I'm bad. I need to be fixed. That kind of language versus sitting down quietly with a journal probably and asking yourself, why do I impulsively eat? What feeling is going on underneath all the noise that gives me that impulse to where when I'm stressed or when I'm triggered by something in the world, I reach for food because it gives me some sort of comfort. It gives me some sort of safety from something I've gone through in my life or some anxiety I experienced while going through the stressors of the world. Why do I do that? And suddenly improving that thing you don't like about yourself starts to look a lot different when you understand why. So why do I impulsively eat? Well, the past few times it's been connected to work stress. Why are you stressed at work? I'm stressed at work because I'm working in a situation that I'm not super happy with. Why aren't you super happy with it? Well, I kind of chose a career path that my parents told me I should do instead of taking the path that I actually wanted to take. And I think I feel existential stress that I'm in a career path that I never actually chose to take. And I think when I feel the stress of that, food gives me comfort. Suddenly, when you start seeing like, oh, I need to go run 1,000 miles or watch my diet. Like if you want to do those things, fine. But that's not going to solve the root problem, which is I'm actually stressed and bummed out about my work situation. But you would have never gotten there if you're just obsessed with improving yourself all the time. And you can look at so many aspects of your life this way, whether it's your relationships, your work, your health, your fitness, your state of mind, why you think and see the world the way you do. If you just try and improve without understanding, you're going to end up in such a lost place all the time. You could do all the right things and still end up unsatisfied. True self-improvement, true happiness and fulfillment only can come if you start from a place of self-understanding. Okay, Alex, you've convinced me. Start from self-understanding and then you can start self-improving based on what you learn from the understanding part. Got it. How do I find self-understanding? Through a journal. That's why I'm here. That's why I have this channel. That's why I journal the way I do. Because to me, journaling is the best way to understand yourself first. You give yourself a fair shot and an objective viewpoint of where you're coming from, what you've been through, and where you want to go from there, versus just starting from a place of, I need to be better. For who? For what? That's a made up poisonous story that the internet is trying to feed us all the time. That's why I really like a physical notebook, a physical journal, because it's just you and your thoughts. The only feedback you're getting with a physical journal is from your own mind. I'm not saying self-improvement is bad. Self-improvement is wonderful. What I am saying is self-improvement is only wonderful if you start from a place of self-understanding. And the best way to find self-understanding is through sitting with yourself, sitting with your feelings, sitting with what you've been through, what you're going through, and where you want to go from here. And the best way I know to do that is through journaling. So today, I'm saying this to myself as much as I'm saying it to you. We need to stop blindly fixing ourselves. You cannot fix what you're unwilling to look at. You can put band-aids on it. You can pretend it's not there. That's what a lot of this self-improvement culture actually is. But to actually fix something, to actually heal something, you have to look at it first. That's all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back with another guided journaling session soon. But until then, remember, self-understanding is much more important than self-improvement.